I travel the world to bring you not only the best, but the most unique eyewear on the planet. But in today's video, these brands found me. They've sent in some of their best designs for me to review, to give their own SF score, and trust me, I will not be holding back. So hi, I'm Robert, Style and Vision Consultant here at the Spectacle Factory, and it's my job to pair you with your perfect pair of glasses. And undiscovered brands is something I absolutely love. I love finding eyewear brands that deserve to be recognised and helping to break the Luxottica monopoly. So, are these glasses going to be up to scratch? Well, based on the packaging, I'm quite excited, but we're going to be finding out if they are truly deserving of being considered for your next pair of glasses. And to help you determine that, we're going to be giving each brand its own SF score. Now, I have to say before I start, none of these brands have paid me anything to talk about their glasses, nor have any brand ever paid me anything to talk about them on this channel. And that's something that will always remain the case. And although I might have my own favourite eyewear brands, I do try to be very open-minded to new things. I always believe that the next best glasses are around the corner. And on that note, let's try out Amios. So, first of all, we have quite a nice packaging with a box that's relatively tight. The glasses themselves are inside kind of a cloth pouch. And the case is one of the trifold kind of magnetic designs. Actually, it's not magnetic, you've got a push button, which I actually prefer to a magnet, to be honest. You see this kind of design in Barton Pereira and Maui Jim, for example. And I do actually like these case designs because they have a lot more storage room than the footprint would suggest. Cleaning cloth, let's have a look at this. I kind of like that. Simple color, matches my t-shirt. Nice job, Amios. It's not like the highest quality microfiber cloth. These little things, they're not so important, but it does give you like a first impression. It influences your perspective before you actually open them up. And these are the glasses themselves. And I have to say, first impression says handmade in Italy on the inside of the temple. I like the design. I really like the inward bevel. I mean, this has been popularized by Robert Laroche and of course, Jacques-Marie Mage. Looks like Amios are going for that same aesthetic, but with a much thinner cut of acetate than those two brands. They feel good, but not great. The hinge is just a single pin hinge. It's quite a thick one, but you would definitely want to see like a 3-barrel, 5-barrel hinge. I kind of like the signature logo in the corner. That's actually quite classy, although I'm not someone who particularly likes logos. And the tint color, first impression, looks really nice. Let's see what it's like to look through. So these feel quite nice to wear, but just a little bit plasticky. And I'm trying not to be overly critical because I actually quite like these. Kind of like the sculpted temples, but it looks like there's just a level of finishing missing. Now I have to say, I don't know the price point of any of these brands. If these are kind of like £200 to £300, definitely worth it. If these are trying to be like luxury eyewear, you know, top tier in the level of Robert Laroche, Jacques-Marie Mage, they're definitely not quite achieving that. We don't have anti-reflection on the back surface. That's something that I've started to take for granted because pretty much all the sunglasses I review on this channel do have that. But again, you know, in lower price point sunglasses, you might not get that. It says they're handmade. They don't feel super handmade, but they don't feel bad. I quite like these, but we have two pairs of Amios to try. So let's open up the next ones. Can you tell a difference? Because I can't tell the difference. Maybe the sizing is a little bit different. This feels a touch larger, or is that just my imagination? This is the Louis. This is the Robin. Yeah, this one is definitely tighter, so I'm assuming that the Louis must be a slightly larger version. Yeah, it does look like, yeah, it is larger. Anyway, I really like the fit of this one. This fits me better. There's a little bit less pressure here. I wouldn't say anything different to the first pair I tried, except for the yellow tint. Really nice in this indoor environment. And yellow tints like this are really good for gaming or long-term computer use. So you could consider these, if you're not someone who wears prescription glasses, as kind of an off-the-shelf computer pair, which also somewhat doubles as a sunglass pair and a style accessory. I actually like these, and again, depending on the price point, I would buy them, I would recommend them. No, they're not top tier. I don't know if any of the brands we're going to showcase today will be, but it's a good start. So in terms of an SF score, I would give these, in terms of style, I think a 6 out of 10. In terms of craftsmanship, a 4 out of 10. In terms of originality, now that you have brands like I've already mentioned and many others, originality I'm going to go with a 3. In terms of comfort, these are pretty middle of the road and I would go with a 4 out of 10. And in terms of durability, well, based on the feel of the materials and the hinge, I'm going to go with, pains me to say it, a 3 out of 10. Now that's going to seem like a super low SF score compared to the brands that we've reviewed so far, but Please do bear in mind that I'm reviewing brands that are at the very leading edge of eyewear. It's a harsh reflection on brands like this to like kind of compare them against each other, because I'm not sure that these were ever going to match up. But just to repeat, I really like the styles. I like the lens tints. I think the finishing is good, the quality is good, just not the best. And therefore, Amios, I think you're doing a good job. I think you should definitely continue. You are definitely on the right lines and not far away from being really, really good glasses. Next up, I know you've been dying to find out what's in these huge boxes. Well, so have I. These are a brand from Holland or the Netherlands called Walton and Mortimer. And straight up, you have to say, you know, when you get glasses in a box like this, you have high expectations, or at least I do. Let's clear a little bit of space. Wow. I mean, 10 out of 10 for presentation, you have to say that. I mean, if you're going to buy a pair of these, you are going to feel special straight away. Wow. This is top tier packaging. It says Runway Collection on this marbled box with gold hardware. And this is number 15, Violator. It's kind of intimidating. Let's open it up. I'll do this for you on camera. That is as good as it gets. That's as good as you ever want it to be. You know, if you want more from your packaging than that, then I think your priorities are wrong. We have a really nicely embossed warranty certificate, which actually has the model name Violator on the back. We have a screwdriver, really handy. This is the actual glasses case itself. Oh, and there's a really nice Walton and Mortimer cloth inside. Let's test that out. We said we would. Do you know, ironically, this feels worse than the Amios cloth. This is not a very good cleaning cloth, at least to my touch. These are the sunglasses, at least packaged up. What I will say about these sunglasses, frame, love it, lenses, disgusting. I hate that lens tint. I mean, and why did they choose it? I mean, I think it's meant to be gold, but it's come out yellow. And the problem is the yellow, in my opinion, clashes with the really nice gold detailing that's on the lens rim. I'm assuming from the level of finishing on this frame that these are going to be gold plated. And it says handcrafted in Japan. So that's impressive, and you can feel the difference compared to the Amios pair. There's no doubt about it. It looks like the Walton and Mortimer logo is, again, the set of playing cards, hearts, clubs, spades, diamonds. Let's see how they feel. Ow. So the problem is these are a touch small for me, and therefore the metal detail at the end just kind of scratched the side of my head. Now, you didn't see this, I'm just going to bend them gently. I am a trained professional, so don't try this at home. And let's try and put them on a bit more carefully this time. Okay, so they feel very solid, quite heavy, which is not to my personal taste. I like lightweight acetate frames or lightweight titanium frames, but if that look is for you, I think these are pretty cool. Let's remove the terrible lenses. I just did those guys a favor. And I'm sure these are gonna look 10 times better. Clear. How do they look? I've got a feeling they look pretty good. Definitely luxurious. Those little touches of detail, really nice. We see as well to match with that filigree detail around the lens rim, which, am I imagining things? I think that is actually the playing cards 5-barrel hinge, so that's a step up as well. These are pretty good. These are pretty good. Again, are they on the level of the very top tier? So far, no, but let's try out the second pair. This is actually a lot of fun, by the way. And if you're enjoying this too, make sure to subscribe for more of the best eyewear content on the internet. So, same amazing unboxing experience. Oh, I like this. No, I really like this. Check that out. That is a really cool frame. This one says Osaka, 49 out of 99, so this is a limited edition model. This one doesn't say made in Japan. They did tell me that some of their frames are made in China. China is a massive country, you have to remember this. These, I can tell straight away, are not made in the cheap areas of China. These are made in one of the luxury factories. The gold hardware, again, beautiful. They've gone a little bit more toned down and less ostentatious, and for me, that is so much more to my taste. These are that was a bit of a creaking. I think that's just the stiffness of the very thick cut of acetate. These are genuinely cool. I actually really, really like the shape, the coloration, the lenses, although no anti-reflection coating on the back again. But that's okay. If you're going to get a pair of these, you're going to send it in to us and we're going to put some custom tinted lenses in. Yeah, I love it. So I think on that note, it's time to give Walton and Mortimer their SF score. In terms of styling, so I liked the first one. I loved the second one. This is a dilemma, but I'm going to go, I wish I could give half scores. I think the first one I would have given a 5, this one I would give a 7. We'll go in the middle at 6 out of 10. Next up is originality. There are some original touches, you know, the logo details, the asymmetric diamonds and clubs, love that stuff. They're not super original, but they're kind of original. I'm gonna go with, I mean, the shapes are quite ordinary, let's be fair. I'm gonna go with a 4 out of 10 for originality. In terms of craftsmanship, I was impressed with both. You know what? I'm going to be generous. I'm going to give these a 7 out of 10 for craftsmanship. When it comes to comfort, these are thick acetate frames that are not the softest acetate, and that's a kind of a bad combination. I'm going to go with a 3 out of 10 for comfort. And durability, they definitely look like they're built to last. I think we're going to go for a 7 out of 10 for durability. Last but not least, we have L'Écurie from Paris, in English. Now, I have to say, this doesn't do it for me. I think it's brilliant and I'm impressed by it. And I know there are a lot of customers and consumers out there that would buy that and feel incredibly special. My personal opinion is I feel that's a little bit over the top. And I say the same when it comes to Jacquemus Marge, T. Henry, brands like that. I think you need a nice case, a nice box, a good cloth. For me, I'm happy with that. This treads that line of being just the perfect amount of packaging. Out of these 3 products that I've opened so far, for me, this gives me personally the best sensation. And the glasses give me the best sensation too. I can say that first glance. Case design, it's in a velvet material. L'Écurie Paris, I'll read this. You have just acquired a product designed with soul and passion. I do feel that actually. Your glasses are handcrafted with the most luxurious materials in the world. Our titanium frames are ultra lightweight, plated with 14 karat white gold or 18 karat gold for ultimate beauty and perfection. Our acetate frames are made from premium cellulose. L'Écurie Paris glasses elevate your premium look. That is a really nice little thing to get, I think. Let's check out the cleaning cloth. Do you think L'Écurie can win on that? They did. This is the nicest microfiber cleaning cloth of the 3. But what about the glasses themselves, or sunglasses specifically? I love the design. I mean, this is super unique. You can tell that they're titanium, but they feel lighter than most. And you know, one thing that always wins my affection is titanium nose pads too. They lose marks for the acetate end tips, but they gain some back for being made in Japan. So a made in Japan titanium frame with white gold plating, you know, that is impressive. You're not gonna get a pair of glasses that ticks all those 3 boxes that isn't high quality, and these absolutely are. I love like the negative space that they've created between the lens rim and the lens. The lenses themselves, anti-reflection on the back, it's not that hard, and a gradient tint this time as well. One style element I don't like, I think this was a bad choice, is to have the split temples. I think if that was solid, it would just look better. But I think what they're trying to do with that is tie in with that hollow area at the top of the frame rim. With the right custom tint, or even a clear lens, these are gonna look incredible, and I'm tempted to work on them myself and create something unique, and maybe the guys at L'Écurie can take some inspiration from that. But in terms of feel, these are the best so far. Now, L'Écurie actually sent a little letter in with these glasses, so let's take a look at that. Hi Robert, I hope you enjoy our model Leo. Please let me know what do you think. Thank you, Lionel. That's a really nice, you know, nice touch, a handwritten note to me. It won't do you any favors. I'm not gonna give you a better SF score, Lionel, but I'll take it, thank you. And on that note, let's give L'Écurie their SF score. So in terms of style, well, I'm basing it just on this model, but the style of this frame, for me, I think it's awesome. I would definitely give them an 8 out of 10. Originality, again, pretty strong on originality. I've not seen sunglasses quite like these. I'm gonna go with an 8 out of 10 again. In terms of craftsmanship, good, but not great. You see, there's no intricate finishing on the frame whatsoever. They have the acetate temple tips and they feel like cheap plastic end tips, I will be honest. The nose pads are a great touch though, especially with the logo engraving and some other nice touches. The materials are good, the craftsmanship is nothing special. We're gonna go with a 5 out of 10. No, we're gonna go with a 6 out of 10. When it comes to comfort, very, very, very comfortable. I'm going to go with an 8 out of 10. And finally, in terms of durability, well, we have relatively thin hinges, but then again, they are titanium. It's a rimless design, which always going to lose points because rimless are that little bit more fragile. My gut feeling is I'm going to go with a 5 out of 10 for durability. And that's it. I love bringing things that are completely new to you guys. If you have enjoyed this video, if you've liked the concept, make sure to subscribe for more of the best eyewear content on the internet. And give us a like if you found this video helpful, interesting, or just pure fun. Oh, and please let me know, which of these 3 brands would you buy, if any? What are your thoughts? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comment section. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks guys. Bye-bye.